Coach, I always know you always talk about grit. I mean, this is a pretty gritty win. What'd you like from that aspect?
That aspect, I loved it. I mean, down 4-1, we kind of flipped the script that happened to us last Friday, so we got that back. We stole one back. So that feels good. I'm proud of the guys for sticking with it and fighting through it and finding a way to get a win.
Coach, 3 straight games of extra hockey, a loss, a tie, now a win. What's led to that gradual progression?
It's college hockey. There's so much parity. Everybody's good. You saw it last week. Augustana's a first-year program. They beat Denver in a shootout at Denver. So any given night, anything can happen. Now our guys understand. They thought it was going to be easy, and that our guys played like they thought it was going to be easy for 40 minutes, and it almost bit in the ass. But they found a way to compete and find a way to win.
Homer had some amazing saves. What'd you like from him?
I think he was good. He was good when he had to be. Gibby made some big saves down the stretch to get it to overtime. Made a big one in overtime. So he got his first win. He's got that one off his belt, and we're happy for him.
Coach, what was the difference in those final 15 minutes with the 3 goals? What specifically was your team doing better?
Just urgency and desperation and compete. That team outskated us. They outcompeted us. They deserved a better fate tonight. They should have won the game. So all the credit to them. They completely outworked our guys. And our guys, like I said, the lineup that you see on the ice tomorrow will play like that for 60 minutes. I can guarantee you that. And it won't be the same lineup you saw tonight.
How did it feel to get the power play goal to tie it in the third?
It was good. It's what Copp does. He stepped up. He's a clutch kid, and he made a good play there in overtime. So, you need that out of your leaders. And I thought specifically tonight, Brian Chambers and Tyler Gratton were our best players. They put the team on their back, and they just weren't going to let us lose that game. They did a hell of a job.
You think about Dowd's effort, that's not even, was looking cross crease and puck just bounced right in front of him.
He's a hell of a player. He finally started going there in the third. He played like a freshman for the first time this season through 40 minutes. He looked like a freshman, and I think he'd be the first to tell you that. But I'm happy he found a way to help us win a game, and we got to move forward.
Coach, Ness had 2 assists. That first one was a spectacular pass across the ice in his first game. How'd you assess his game tonight?
Tucker was good when he had to be too. I think you can look after the second period. We really only felt like we had 2 guys playing tonight, and it was Chambers and Gratton. Literally didn't have it. We felt like we had nobody going. But in the third, guys snapped out of whatever trance they were in, and started to match their compete level, Chambers and Gratton, and good things happened. We honestly thought we were going to end it in regulation. We had a lot of chances to end it, but yeah.
Power play goal, 3 odd man rushes. What do you think allowed them, just kind of get in there so easily and, those goals? Well,
I think it was just our D, obviously allowing them to get in behind us, and we knew that that's how they wanted to play, and that there was just a lack of awareness tonight. So there won't be tomorrow.
Coach, what did Stonehill do well tonight through the first 2 periods?
Just competed, skated. They outcompeted us. They outskated us. Like I said, they're the better team for 2 periods, and credit to them. I feel bad for them. I've been there as a new program where you go and you play your heart out, and you come up on the wrong side of it. But if they play like that, the majority of the way, they're going to win some games, that team.
Brandon's a +6 on the year now. Just what can you say about his presence on the ice?
He's been good. As a 5th-year guy, you hate to see what he did in getting us that penalty jumping there in overtime. That's almost inexcusable. So he owes us one. He owes the guys that bailed him out on the kill one.
Coach, Dana was coaching against his father and uncle, of course. How special was tonight for him?
I think it was pretty cool for Dana. He went to Stonehill, and his whole family runs that program, and I think he was probably the most relieved guy in the building when we scored that game winner in overtime. I didn't want to be around him if it didn't go that way. So I'm happy for Dana, and tomorrow we're gonna have to be a lot better.
Gibby, first experience at Mullet Arena. How'd you classify it?
It was electric. It was everything I've dreamed of. Obviously, I've been watching games for the past year from the bench, so to finally experience that in-game activity was unreal.
Gibson, you saved your best for last in that extra period. How were you able to stay so locked in, coming up with those couple big glove saves and one off the mask as well.
Yeah, just the way the guys battled for me in the third period late there, it just kind of, they did their job, so I knew I had to step up and do mine to get the win. So it worked out.
Anthony, how did it feel to get the goal?
It felt great, especially as my first one to be an overtime winner. It was awesome. It was a great feeling, and I was just so happy that we got to come out with a win.
How'd you see that play kind of develop? It looks like they're trying to go cross crease, and then it just ended up on your stick.
Yeah, I kind of knew he was going to try to go cross crease, so I was just crashing the net just to be there, hopefully be in the right spot at the right time, and I was, and just smacked it in.
Anthony, you moved up, a defensive pair tonight. What was your mindset going into this one?
Going into tonight, my mindset was always the same. I didn't really change anything in my routine or anything. Just kind of knowing that I got to go out there, I got a job I got to do, and just deliver.
And what is this for either of you guys? What is this type of win? Obviously a gritty win, your guys' backs were against the wall for a good chunk of the game. What does that say about you guys, just like your identity as a whole?
Yeah, just kind of shows the group and gives confidence to the group in whatever situation may come in the future that, no matter the circumstance, we have the talent, we have the grit to finish games off in whatever way.
Coming off of, sorry.
Oh, no, just definitely, yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's all I was going to say. No problem.
Yeah, coming off of a loss in a tie, how important was this win?
This was super important for us. Obviously, we hoped we could have got in regulation, but to come out with the win being down 4-1, it was huge for us, especially to come out with the win being an independent team. Every win counts, so this was huge for us.
And you guys were, in a similar situation, just on the other end of it last Friday night. How does it feel to be on the other end tonight?
It definitely feels better to be on the winning side, especially, we knew that last weekend if another team could come back on us 4-1, we know we could do the same. So it was great for us to come back and show who we are as a team.